Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new edition of the Joe Ross 2 Canadian channel. Today we're going to be discussing Smackdown last night.
It's the last one. I know. End of an hour, like. I know I really shouldn't be getting too emotional about this, but it's like, fucking been doing this for years and now it's fucking over. I know, fuck's sake, like. Oh, I'll get this over and done with. So here it is, folks. The final SmackDown spoilers. Just to let you know, we might be doing a hangout later on today. I'm gonna see if I can get Wrestling Jesus on and a few other people. We're gonna do a hangout. I'm gonna try and get Calvin because he's a big fan of SmackDown spoilers. So yeah, forgive me if I'm a bit you know, not up to par here, but yeah, it finally hit me today when I got up. It finally hit me. But anyway, guys, for the very last time, you ready? Hi, guys, and welcome to another edition of the General Jerry channel. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for another edition of Smackdown spoilers, guys. This is the final one. This is the one everyone's been waiting for. This is your finally taped, or the final tip, should I say, SmackDown spoilers. After this, SmackDown will be going live unless you've been living on Mars for the past decade. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope it is a terrible SmackDown because I can rant and rave and go crazy because I think that's what we need. You all know how it goes. I have not seen the results yet, so what I do is that I read them out and I react to them for your entertainment. So guys, without further ado, it is time for SmackDown spoilers. Personally, I would like to thank PW Mania and No DQ for being on the ball for the SmackDown spoilers. If it wasn't for those guys, this show would not even be on. But anyway, I'll get into that at the end of the video. Guys, this comes courtesy of NoDQ.com, and WWE taped this week's episode of WWE SmackDown tonight. Here are your spoilers. These are your spoilers for the 7th of the 12th, 2016. Let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. Sasha Banks defeated Dana Brooke via submission. Obviously, they're trying to push Sasha Banks, and they're trying to give her a lot of momentum going into this against Charlotte. The rumor is that Sasha Banks will win the Divas Championship at some point. What they're saying right now is SummerSlam, and she defeated Dana Brooke. Unfortunately, a lot of people have been talking about Dana Brooke. She's got a lot of momentum a little bit, so maybe this might hurt her. But all in all, this is the last tape SmackDown spoilers. I don't think anyone's going to be watching it, so they're going to be tuning into SmackDown Live. So yeah, guys, this is... honestly, I think it's great for Sasha Banks to be pushed. I think Charlotte needs a one-on-one competitor rather than having all divas piled into one storyline. Anyway, guys, let's move on to the next thing. It is Dolph Ziggler defeats Rusev after a roll-up. Wow. Oh. After the match, Rusev goes insane. He attacks the announce table, throws monitors, etc. Now, this is interesting because Rusev... This is really interesting because Rusev is looking to face Zack Ryder. However, you have Dolph Ziggler versus Rusev. The possibility is that Dolph Ziggler might be facing Rusev for the United States Championship. Now, the rumor is that Rusev will have the championship for a long time. The rumor is that Rusev will be facing Kurt Angle for the United States Championship. Apparently it might be announced in the draft, or it might be announced near sometime at SummerSlam. I just want to let you guys know that we might see some surprises for this draft, so bear that in mind. You might see returns for next week on Raw. Anyway, AJ Styles and Carl Anderson with Luke Gallows defeated Enzo Amore and Big Cass via submission. Yes, 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 yes. Yes! As you can tell, I don't like Enzo Amore in Big Cass. But yes, AJ Styles and Carl Anderson, defeated Enzo Amore, and Big Cass via submission. It won't really make that much of a difference. Most of the people will be watching Raw. But after all of this, they will have to be careful about victories after, it's taped, because now people are going to be watching SmackDown live right now. Anyway, photo highlights of Lesnar's, victory at UFC 200. All in all, a big waste of fucking time. We already seen it on Raw, and that's the problem that I hope SmackDown improve in. They always seem to talk about the last show and not having any individual shit on SmackDown, and that's something I'm looking forward to. Hopefully it works out. Anywho, oh my lordy lord, Zack Ryder defeated Alberto Del Rio in a quick match. After Ryder won, Rusev music hit, and he came running to the ring. Rusev tried to hit a super kick, but Ryder reversed it. Rusev with a drop kick, pushing Rusev into Del Rio. Ryder then escaped in the ring. Can I just say, this is completely and utterly dog shit. Why would you have Zack Ryder get beat by Rusev rather than building the feud, okay? And this is something that I hope they improve in during this brand split. Rather than improving on this, you had Zack Ryder get beat by Rusev that nobody's seen, but yet all of a sudden Zack Ryder's on Raw, he gets beat by Rusev. Oh, now we're supposed to care now that Zack Ryder beat Alberto Del Rio. It's also, they're burying Alberto Del Rio like no tomorrow. Like, I thought that they were going to do something with this guy. Instead, they put him in the League of Nations, which is probably the worst stable that we've ever seen in human history. And Zack Ryder, you know, what's he really done? Like, dude, they're doing this fucking underdog story again. They did it with Daniel Bryan. They even tried to do it with Roman Reigns, which made no logical sense. They do it all the time with John Cena, even though he's not an underdog. They try and put the odds against him. I really hope we don't see any more storylines like this, because overall, it's fucking boring and nobody cares about it. Tyler Breeze defeated Kalisto with a super kick after the distraction from Fandango. Oh boy, SmackDown is looking rubbish right now. Miz TV with Darn Young. Two things that I fucking hate all in one segment. Bob Backlund is next. This was said to be a funny segment, with Miz asking Darn if he was nervous. Darn tried to answer, but Backlund started yelling at Miz. Darn tries to calm him down, but tells Darn, I'm gonna refresh this, because for whatever reason, there's like all bot things there at the front where I can't even see it. Oh, here we go, alright. So Miz TV with Darn Young, Bob Backlund is next. This is said to be a funny segment with the Miz asking Darn if he was nervous. Darn tried to answer, but Backlund started yelling at Miz. Darn tries to calm him down, but he tells Darn to shut up, and he's got this. Miz moves on and tells Darn he got lucky on Raw, and he is not great, but Backlund once again interrupts. This time Miz stands up and calls Backlund an old man. Backlund puts the Miz into the crossface. Backlund puts Miz in the crossface chicken wing. Maurice starts screaming, and Backlund lets go. Young's music hits, which was a new theme song. Oh yeah, fucking hilarious. Hilarious, hilarious, hilarious. Can you see me laughing? Yeah, I'm sorry. Listen, I will give Darn Young and Bob Backlund a chance after this. I'm going to start giving them a chance. I did it with Ryback. I did it with Roman Reigns. I've done it with a lot of these guys. I will give, from now on, I will keep an open mind, but I've got my eye on you guys. I've got my eye on it. Got my eye on it, and if I see any more horse shit, then you guys will be called out on it, and I will be talking about it in a video. First of all, Miz TV, the fact that the Miz TV thing is constantly on SmackDown is something that I cannot stand, and I really hope when SmackDown goes live that they cut that shit out, because I am sick of Miz TV, and I'm sick and tired of the Miz. I can't stand him. Segment with Shane McMahon and R-Truth. Truth asks if Shane can draft Golden Truth to SmackDown, and Shane said he doesn't know yet. Goldust interrupts and asks why Shane doesn't want Gold on SmackDown. Goldust starts acting weird, and Shane slowly walks away, with Truth telling him to wait and come back. Are you actually serious? What the hell did I just read? Seriously? Jesus fucking Christ. WWE Women's Champion Charlotte announces that she will team with Dana Brooke to face Sasha Banks and a mystery partner at Battleground. Sasha must find a partner. Okay. Why, by the way, can I just say this? Why does SmackDown have, you need to find a partner. You need to find a partner tonight. You need to find a partner. You need to find something, like, I mean, come on. So sick of this. WWE Champion Dean Ambrose defeated Kevin Owens via disqualification. Right, here we go. Now, finally, we've gotten to the part that really pisses me off. Since the very start of I've done SmackDown spoilers, there is one thing I cannot stand on SmackDown, and that is disqualifications. Calvin King, Melanie, Robert Ortega, Peter Ortega, everyone that I have spoken to on Hangouts, okay, will know without a shadow of a doubt that I hate disqualifications on SmackDown. It is a cop-out. Now, from now on, and I understand they might have to do no DQs. DQs. I understand that. I understand that completely. But ladies and gentlemen, in every single show, there's a disqualification that we want to see a victor. Okay? And they always do this. They always, whenever it's a WWE champion, whether it's an Intercontinental champion, whether it's a US champion, whether the title's on the line, disqualification. I hate disqualifications. If you are going to have a show that's legitimate, that is a show that people should watch, have clean victories and none of this DQ crap, okay? I cannot stand it, I cannot see it, and quite frankly, I'm foaming at the mouth right now at the fact that they did this. People want to see an ultimate winner against Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens. It is a match that people would like to actually see on SmackDown, and instead, they cop out and do a DQ, because they're pussies, they can't go all the way out. Let's be honest with you, what's Kevin Owens really doing? He's facing Sami Zayn. He's facing a guy that wears a fucking golf cap and has racing trunks, okay? Like he's in Formula 1, okay? I don't care about this Kevin Owens Sami Zayn thing. I understand people like Sami Zayn, I understand that, but honestly, there's nothing that I like about this feud. This feud should have happened at WrestleMania, and now people were actually invested in it. They're dragging it out, but when the problem is with that is that they should have originally done the feud on WrestleMania. That would have had meaning, and then Kevin Owens could have been involved in any championship reigns, or he could have been involved in something to get himself over. But rather than that, what do they have? I'll tell you what they have. They have Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn for about what feels like 10 fucking years right now. After this feud, can we please move on from this feud right now? Can we please move on from it? Please. Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens oh Jesus, that's why there was a disqualification. And ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to our second thing that I hate about SmackDown: tag team main events. I can't stand them. Every time someone faces someone in disqualification, 9 times out of 10 it goes into a tag match. And I cannot stand that, and I will not stand for it. And quite frankly, WWE and SmackDown need to stop doing tag team matches at the main event. It's lazy, it is diabolical, and nobody wants to see it because there is no investment in these tag matches. If they made like, if Seth Rollins' team wins or Dean Ambrose's team wins, that team can pick the stipulation for the match at the pay-per-view, then that would be fantastic. That would be excellent, okay? But they don't do that. No, they just have them face each other and that's it. Anyway, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated Dean Ambrose and Sami Zayn. Owens kept distracting Sami, leading to Seth hitting the pedigree for the win. After the match, Ambrose was outside the ring, checking on Sami when Seth took the mic and told him to come to the ring for a fight. Ambrose threw Owens over the ropes and hit dirty deeds on Rollins. SmackDown ends with Ambrose holding the title high. Oh god, I really hope SmackDown Live is better than this, because this was just crap. This tape shit was crap. The results were crap, and I just don't understand it. And quite frankly, the fact that they have a tag match at the main event of their final tape show is diabolical. I think WWE's doing it deliberately because they want SmackDown spoilers gone. They want me gone from YouTube. It's quite simple. They don't want me here. They don't want me talking. They want me to talk in the microphone. But at the end of the day, I will always be here and I will be giving my opinion and everything, despite those idiots that fucking do that copy WWE's copyright material and post up-to-date videos when the video was actually originally uploaded a month ago and they put it on today's date. I will still be here. And quite frankly, WWE, it's kind of funny that all the reviews are staying down, but these copyrighted videos are staying up. It's kind of diabolical. I know it's not part of SmackDown, but I thought I had to say that. Also, check out my video. I was talking about it as well. Anyway, I'm talking too fast because I don't really give a shit, because I'm trying to hype things up, but I'm trying to, you know, because it's the last one. It's the last one, and I honestly wanted to give my opinion on that because I'm quite sick of these people that are uploading SmackDown footage and they are destroying people that are reviewing stuff. And I actually just, let's add a little bit of drama on that. And those people know who they are. They should be ashamed of themselves. They really should. But anyway, now we got that all shit out of the way. This is the last SmackDown spoilers. Yeah. It's the last one. I want to thank the fans of both ETA and the General Jerry channel, because this show was originally on ETA. I would like to thank the team of ETA, because we kind of came up with this segment, and I'd like to thank them. I also like to thank Calvin King for supporting me, because he used to post a lot of memes of SmackDown spoilers and stuff, so shout out to Calvin King. I'd like to thank Wrestling Jesus, a lot of those guys that have supported the show. More importantly, I want to actually really give thanks to NoDQ. I know Aaron Riff's not going to see this video, as well as PW Mania, which PW Mania I used for a long time. I know those guys aren't going to see this, but I want to thank them, because if it wasn't for them posting the results, this show probably wouldn't have happened. It would just be a standard SmackDown review, which is what's going to happen, you know, after the brand split. I would like to thank them. I'd like to thank Rob Ortega and Peter Ortega, because they massively supported the show back in the day. And I also want to thank Sasuke as well. I'd like to thank him. I'd like to thank the Smart Bosses as well, because they usually sometimes comment on SmackDown spoilers and stuff like that. And I just really want to thank the YWC and IWC in general for this show to go long as what it did, and I seriously want to thank you guys. And this is one of the main reasons why I returned from the summer, because when I heard the news, obviously I wasn't gonna fucking just leave this. Guys, we're going to be doing a hangout later on today for essentially the SmackDown spoilers funeral, and we're going to have a few special surprises. I'm going to contact Wrestling Jesus and see if he can go on here. And yeah, it'll either be today or tomorrow, depending on scheduling. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Seriously, thank you so much for watching. I know when I press this video, that's it. That's the end of an era. Anyway, guys, I'd like to thank you for watching. This is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel. Signing out. SmackDown spoilers all the way. Fuck the fucking draft.